Welcome everyone to another video in our Bryan Fundamentals series where I try to get better at Bryan day by day and bring you along for the ride. So, today I wanted to go over the second point of advice that I got from playing casuals at Combo Breaker. And the advice was actually pretty good. The idea is that when you're dealing with an opponent that's doing a sidestep duck as Bryan, there are a lot of his options that will get stuffed. So what I mean by that is, like, for example, against a king, and king is not a small character, so his sidesteps should not be like super high up on the list of, power or speed or whatever you want to call it, evasion. But in these situations, when you try to use these types of moves against people, you're going to end up finding yourself stepped a lot, right? Like, you try to do a jab, get stepped. You try to do a down 4-2, get stepped. I think even down 2 gets stepped. Okay. If I do hatchet, same deal, right? Well, actually, at +5, I guess down 2 can reach it. But like at +5 here, down 4-2 does not. If we do something even more egregious than this, like for example, actually that leaves us crouching, so let's do the hatchet kick. If we do like this, even that gets stepped, the down 4-2. And then once they start ducking afterwards, you're really in trouble because now your mock kick, which is your faster of the two tracking options, also is in trouble. So now you're stuck doing something like 1+2 to catch them, but 1+2 is 17 frames fast. You're giving away the frame trap. So now Bryan is stuck in a situation that says either frame trap or track. You can't have both. There are some exceptions to this rule, and we've been working on them together on this stream, such as, down 4, but the problem is that if they're doing sidestep right duck, now this is getting blocked too, right? That's kind of the issue. Hey Sheet FPS, welcome I overachieve, Kinzo, Speedballs, good to see you all. You can down 2 in some situations, Kinzo, but not all of them. Let me show you. See on back one, well, okay. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. See how I'm like dialing it in here and it's missing sometimes, and sometimes it's not. I don't know actually what the timing difference here is. I feel like I'm doing it as fast as I can, but it seems like, for lack of a better word, it can miss too, right? Not always, but it can miss. Forward 3 also misses, right? So, all this to boil down and say that what we're going to be working on today is an answer to that situation, which is one of Bryan's best moves and iconic moves, and why it gets used so much, which is down forward 1. Down forward 1 is a move that can catch your opponent when they're going to the right. Now, you are in a weird situation here because you have to kind of cut it short, because otherwise, see, it's going to get around it. But if you do like 2 hits, for example, that's enough time to confirm. You can try and like catch them this way. But that's the point to say, is that like down forward 1 is a very good poking tool, because when you're in these situations, you're approaching your opponent, and let's say you're like in these ranges, your opponent might be trying to sidestep, right? Like in this situation. And in this situation, you can use a quarter circle back 1 and try and catch him doing this. See, the point is that like down forward 1 is your kind of control option for when someone is trying to option select almost the entirety of the rest of your moveset. So that's the idea. We don't use it a whole lot, and partially it's because like this move is +1 on hit, deals a decent amount of damage, but it's slow, it's 15 frames, there's a bit of a mind game to it, and it's like, what is the reward here, right? What am I getting? This is not nearly as like cool and sexy as like landing, a huge counter hit or something like that. And it doesn't have like the same frames as hatchet, or the same like spacing oddities of down 4, or just jab speed, But it's once you're in this situation, it's a very strong mind game, and you can still use it to like really push damage through, given that the last hit is really all that matters, right? Like you can go, like in this situation, you can still get that last hit, and it's like 26 damage, right? Very good. But yeah, Mecha, exactly. Like, even Ford 3 got nerfed in this game, and because of that, you're kind of in that same issue where it's like down Ford 1 became more important in this game because it's like really the best universal option. I will point out that like my scrubby, well actually I was going to say, I used to jet upper people for doing this, but I realized that's going the wrong way. So actually, yeah, so it's just down Ford 1. So because of that, down Ford 1 is really like, given that it's 15 frames, it's really like the most reasonable option that we have. And sometimes the only option we have, if you're like in a situation where, close to the only option, if you're in like this situation, right? Like, you're +7, and it's going to be a frame trap, right? So yeah, that's the idea. Quarter Circle Back 2 is pretty interesting, but it's not like, it's pretty interesting, but it's not actually 15 frames fast as far as I understand it, because you can't buffer the sway input on Bryan. So any move on Bryan that requires a sway input at the beginning of it cannot come out at the frames that it says, right? So this is 15 frames, but that means you have to have 1, 2, if you look at my inputs, 1, 2, before you can do that. So I think the fastest it can come out is 17 frames. And I think we know that because of, like, for example, QC back 1. QC back 1 is like a hard taunt because QC back 1 can come out in at most, I think, 15 frames. But so you have a 2-frame window, I think, to get a perfect QC back 1 if you taunted. Something like that, right? And if you look at my my inputs on there, you had to do a single frame of each, right? In order to get that to work. So what I'm saying about that is that this is actually 17 frames. You're kind of in the same situation as just using a 1+2 if you're really, really fast and you're really good at buffering like right after this. Because if you do it early, see how I did it very quickly there, but I was early so I got it back 2, right? That time I got him, but maybe I was slow. So it's like, yeah, it could be used. And I think at range, QCB2 is actually quite interesting because it's a pretty interesting keep out move that we should consider using more. But just in these like kind of closer situations, I think having something that's really strong and staggered like down for 1's good. The other quick like advocation that I want to do for this move is that the first hit is -5. The rest of them are -10 if they block it, like that. But the first hit is -5, and a lot of people are going to respect it, so you can gain a lot of mental frames here. Like I've seen, for example, from Peter, some pretty crazy stuff where you'll go down Ford 1 into Ford 3. And your opponents are going like, oh wow, I guess there's no, there's no move after this. And then you end up catching them with a super delayed Ford 3 as a result because this thing comes out at basically the speed of a back 1 at that point, given that you're -5. So because of that, I think we are going to try using this move more today. We are already kind of on this delayed timing, or not delayed timing, varied timings practice right now, and I think down Ford 1 actually falls into that rather nicely because we're trying to play more methodically, we're trying to play more like calmly and confidently, and I think just like coming in with these very low committal pokes on our opponent when we're still moving in these down 4s, and even quarter circle back 1s and keep out moves, I think just having that in our arsenal is going to help a lot in our neutral, as long as we can keep ourselves, above water when it comes to what's going on from our opponent. Yeah, exactly. Quarter circle back 2 is really good from further away. So yeah, that being said, let's do some games and we will get going. Meanwhile, I have a king set up to do some practice for myself because my king reactions are not that great. We will definitely test the range speedballs, but probably it helps a little bit more from a practical sense just to kind of get used to it, more so than, trying to get, because I think just like our down 4 games went when we were first learning, like experience helps a lot. Hey Mello, how's it going? Oops, that was a bad confirm. Ooh, there's some delay here. Hey, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Thank you, Mello.
Going good.
Okay, fighting back there. I like it. Oh, I didn't break that either. Dang, there's a delay here. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Look at that. Look at that crunch. I don't think we're going to rematch them. That was cool. I'm holding the block here. Nice. I'm a little bit, what do you call it? I'm very timid right now because things are coming in at a little bit of like a delay, so I don't really feel confident mashing against it. But we'll try it. Look at that. Look at that. Ah! It's unplayable. I can't confirm it. Yeah, this connection's not good, so sorry, y'all. We're gonna not rematch this one and then keep going after. Sure. Hey. Nice. I went for a Requiem there and got kept out. Good stuff. Nice. I was gonna say there's a. Oh, that picks up grounded? Okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna stand on the ground because I'm expecting a hell sweep in my future. Alright. Like I said, this one's crunching really hard. We're probably not gonna keep playing. But that's okay. Playing on delay is okay, but playing on inconsistent delay is not great. Because then you're getting mixed up by the connection. My block on that second hit is so slow. Oh, it's because my block is going to, instead of going to down back, it's going to down. That's why. So I need to clean up my inputs here. That's why. Mello, I don't think blue's the new gold necessarily. I think there's still plenty of good players that have made it past this, but I have not figured it out. Oh, the win multiplier's back? Okay, well then. Oops. So notice how we got a nice machine gun in there and we saw them mash afterwards. Okay. We're just gonna take our time here. Okay. A lot of pressing here from them. And then I did something dumb. We're gonna take our time for a second here. Okay, nice. Oh, it's in the lower ranks. Okay. Oh, my jet upper, guys. I'm trying to get their rhythm. I do know that they tend to mash after that down back 3. Nice. I'm gonna give him some space again, but not too much space. I want to use these down 4s a bit. Oops. I don't know why I did that. There's been a lot of jabs into that low. Nice. There have been a lot of jabs into that low, and I am a little bit slow at kind of recognizing what's happening. I will focus on landing my pokes here. Kind of keeping a closer distance. Right, I forgot that that keeps looping. Oh, she did the mid that time. She mixed me. Okay, wake up into super. Alright, let's try again. My Zafina knowledge is not great. I tried labbing her once, but it's a little bit, it's not very helpful, labbing. My labbing knowledge is not useful enough, is what I'm trying to say. Step right down 4. I am down 4ing a lot. It does, like, cover her stances a lot. Orbital's not great there. Does a mid. Okay. They press a lot, so it's kind of okay to finish these types of strings. Sure. What is that? Oh, it's an insult. But we are noticing that on wake up, they always wake up with a button. We can use that. Oh, I did a low parry. Okay. We try it. Oops. My taunts have not been coming out. Shitty Ling is a good way of putting it. Go for a little bit of this stuff just to like kind of keep them honest. Oops. We are trying to like frame trap a little bit, kind of prevent them from playing on immediate timing. That is an adaptation we can make. You'll notice that I used less down forward ones there. It's partially, oh, they left. It's partially because they're not allowing us to get to that range, which is okay, right? Oh, I have to do 4-4-1. Okay. They could see the writing on the wall. All right, we have a Devil Jin. Devil Jin will be interesting because I actually think that down for one's probably not going to be bad here because we can play methodically against it. You can punish Atlas Hammer with Orbital. That makes sense. It's like minus forever, minus, you know, a million. Pressing. Yep. Notice like a lot of aggression from this person. I need to do the other combo, but it's okay. Notice how we're just catching with these down for ones. Ooh, good cancel. They're pressing so much. Oh, I tried to punish it, but very fast play from this person. Good duck. So this is kind of what I mean, where it's like we have to be careful with what we do at range. Okay. I walked into that instead of getting counter hit, which is okay. This person does not care. That's okay. The best way to beat this, honestly, is like more pokes. Yeah, this person is just electrocuting on every interaction. Oh, nice. Good choice. Good choice. Okay. Oops. Oh, that was a down back 3. Okay. They're still pressing here. Alright. Yeah, this person's pressing a lot, so we just need to... Oh, I stepped to the wrong way. Good stuff. Good punish. We're gonna call it a punish. Okay. Yeah, they're just letting moves fly. It's okay. Ha! They are definitely just dialing in the stuff, but I think it's coming in at basically the same timings. So, Doubtful 1-3, the new extension's minus 13. Okay. That's a high. I was trying to duck it. We are gathering information here, right? Good duck. I'm okay to run away for his entire heat. Sure. That's good tip range. Get him. QCB1 shouldn't counter hit launch. I get it. Okay. Notice that they're starting to duck a lot. What? Okay, nice. Good jocks. Oh, he hit me. Oh, no! They're actually varying their timing some. We are going to do that since they are letting rip during that situation. Wow, that was really lucky. Nice. Good ducks. 3+4 would be pretty reasonable there, actually. Oh, good electric. Nice. Good stuff. Nice Wilberry. That's a launch. I'm going to the wrong way. This is getting me into a lot of trouble because I do sidestep to the right. Wait. There's that. Nice. Oh, nice stuff. Oh, man. While running 1, was that intentional for me? While rising 1? Yeah, that was intentional. The it's a down forward 1 extension. I've been looking for it the whole game. Yeah, the while standing 1. Yeah. I was looking for it. I was trying to set it up. So, at the same time, you know. Because the thing is, the part of that mind game is they're trying to hit you with a mid that will at least trade with this, right? Or beat out this, right? So it's like their option they're choosing. They are choosing to finish it, which is, I guess, to me, like, because they want bigger reward on it, is my guess. And I was trying to find the duck on it. But either way, they still beat us. Good games to them. Yeah, their timings or their spacings of the move were really good. I felt like I got hit by tip electrics constantly.
Round 1. Fight.
We have Lydia that I have not played in a minute. I did a down 4 there because I wasn't sure if I could... They went for down jab? Wait, is that a combo? Okay. Whoa, nice. Alright, it's safe. Alright, I bet you we can forward 3 that, so we'll try it. We learned a lot of information there. Or we can just block it. Oh, I think I neutral guarded. I neutral guarded again. No, I pressed. I definitely pressed. Oh my gosh. We're gonna use these throws to kind of keep him off of us. Okay. I'm gonna go for the heat so that we get a little bit more wall travel. Assuming I get it right. Oh, that high crushed. Dang. Okay. So we have to like either be down jabbing or down 2ing. I think in those situations, a little bit of this is just, oh, okay, sure. What is with rank today? A lot of the interactions were knowing the stance transitions. And I'm sorry, y'all, I don't know them.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. Leo. Leo we've played against. So let's give him some distance. Not too much distance, but yeah, you can kind of like see these K&Ks and catch this. Good step. I don't know why I did that. That was a bit dumb. Oh, it's probably minus 12. Okay. Good hop kick. We might be dead. We've been testing them. Ooh, they went for something dumb. I think that was a mistake, though. Even 13 is 12. Okay. We can push into the wall here. Oops, got caught. That's okay. I'm remembering to use my 4-3 when I feel like that's like the opening. Oops. Okay. Here's some crazy coming, I think. There's some crazy coming. Good stuff. Nice, good mid.
Round 3.
I went for a low parry there. Okay. I'm just gonna give myself some wall positioning here. Like that. Oops. Nice. It's always low, mid, and low. Okay. Last time they showed me a hotcake, so I went for the while standing through here. And now they did a jab. So they did 2 highs there, and they've done a different reaction each time. I did a 10 just in case. Notice I'm playing kind of stubborn with that. Yeah, the jumping one. Not on purpose. Mid-low mid is what you meant? That makes sense, yeah. I figured that's what you meant. That finishing move is awesome, Moyashi. Good to see you. Could have just punished. I'm gonna go for this. It's minus 14? I did sidesteps. Jet upper. Nice. Nice. It's minus 14 though. Okay. And here I was thinking it was like 12 because I couldn't do a 13 on it because I'm slow. I didn't believe hard enough. That one. Yeah. They're ducking every time there. I'm getting in trouble. And they're sidestepping to the left, which means I shouldn't be going for machine guns in that situation. But what we can do is something else, like this. We can even, I think, down 2 in that situation. Okay, we missed. That's okay. Okay. Oh, I tried to step. Jeez. Their blocks have been very good, but my lows have been very insistent, and I need to adjust what I'm doing because this is what we talked about yesterday, where my timing adjustments are not actually happening quick enough. They're blocking, and I'm not changing, right? Okay. What are these blocks? Wait, waifu's a... I mean, sorry, not waifu. Leo's a man? I thought Leo was a girl. They're probably fuzzy ducking, and I need to change what I'm doing. Tekken 7. Oops. Waited a little bit there. Nice. Oh, Leo is just not classified. Okay. Wait, Poison's a boy?
Get ready for the next battle.
Poison. Are we talking about Poison? We're not talking about Poison from Street Fighter, are we? Okay, so they're gender neutral. Gotcha. Okay. Now I know. I figured that's what Leo was supposed to be. Alright, alright.
Get ready for the next battle.
I'll let you taste the power of my fists.
Okay, so let's go back to this game and let's talk about like Paul in general, about like how we're gonna approach this matchup, right? Notice how they're kind of doing a lot of stuff. I'm fighting it back a little bit, but we're kind of letting them do their own thing as they fight their way in. And notice that power crush immediately. Oops, bad jump for. Okay. Okay. They're kind of doing crazy stuff here in an attempt to get us. Oh, nice. Yeah, they're doing strings, Hugh. Nice stuff. Okay. We're just gonna fight him back a little bit. Oh, that missed. Oh, no. I broke it! No, I'm dead! Oh man, I'm totally dying to this. I'm not playing well. King Christy, good to see you. I did down my three, it's okay. We are getting the hang of it though. Okay. Basically, we wait for their turn to end, and then we duck. We're not going to overthink it. I am going to consider doing a duck at the beginning of this round. Sure. Nice. Oh no! I'm gonna do down by 4. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, we're just calming down. We're not overthinking it now. I'm gonna duck here. Go for this throw. Uh-oh. Oh no! I'm gonna do it back. Okay. Well, they studied the 10 string. I didn't realize there's like a mix in there. It looks like there's a mix in there. It looks like you have to guess lower mid on like the 5th hit. But that was crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I'm gonna... Maybe it is a Tekken 7 green player, but in this game, their rank is Tekken 8's rank, right? It's easier to like try and solve the game if you just accept their rank is correct.
Get ready for the next battle.
Mech, I've spent so much time in the trenches. I didn't even study that 10 string. I just kind of know when it comes out. I have a Bryan. So, you notice we didn't do down forward ones a whole lot against them because it was just like pure offense, right? That's okay. That's okay when that happens. Okay, down 4. I like it. Down 4. Good 4-3. Holy crap. That was really good 4-3. Ooh, what is this connection? It's okay. It's just, it was getting weird there. Look at this. There's crunch. There's crunch. Whoa, there's so much crunch. Why is it crunching so hard? Things are happening at super delay. That's so dumb. I don't know what's going on because connection says it's good. The connection says it's good, and it feels okay now, but people are stuttering like crazy. They are pressing a lot, and sidestep back four is killing them. Covers my connection settings so I can claim crunch whenever I want. This connection setting is actually good. That's the problem. And I don't get it. I'll move myself. I'll move myself up just for you.
Round 1.
There you go. Okay, good stuff. Good side set hatchet. Oh, that worked so well, but I didn't get the float. Okay, I'm gonna move this so that it's like here. I think that's okay, right? That's okay, right? Nice, duck. Bottom middle is better? They can't see this. What's going on right here? All right, well, I'll do it after this. Wow. I need to do 4-1 there. Good quarter survival one. I was gonna say, there's no way. They pressed. Nice low parry. My head's too big? It is. I think he's pressing. Ha 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 ha! Timer scam! Nice. They're not blocking. They pressed anyway. cannot do double 3+4s. Not like that. Get him to the wall. No, Mecha's family, he's allowed to roast me. Remember what I said about sidestepping being scary? Alright. Yeah, they're very aggressive. Alright. You're telling me you want... Whoops. You're telling me you want the screen here.
Get ready for the next battle.
That is nuts. That is nuts. Isn't this okay? Dead center. Okay. We're gonna do that from now on. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, especially since now you can see the connection. I don't have to be like, trust me, it's crunchy. I think it wasn't a problem I had before because I was using a green screen. Now I don't use a green screen. But if I had a green screen, then you'd still be able to see the connection. I can literally go like, look at the connection, you know. But now that it's covered up, it makes sense to get it out of there. I have to do 4-4-1. Well, I think I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to do another Wi-Fi here. Duck that, but that's also minus 13. Actually, it's out, Mela, but I don't have a need for it anymore. In my old place, it was because it looked out into the den area or into this living room area, and because of that, as well as the door to the master bedroom. So because of that, my wife couldn't even come out of the bedroom while I was streaming, or she would be on stream. It was just like looking into the center of the house. Now that I'm in a more private area, I don't need to like cover it up with a green screen. That's the main reason I used it in the first place. Why did I all of a sudden do all those correctly? Oops. Oops. Man, I locked in. I locked in, y'all. I'm awake. Ha! That's right, Mello. I am the definition of success in the streaming industry. No, the key to streaming like this is you just need a good job. Unfortunately.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right, we have an Asuka. So Asuka's actually pretty interesting. The engineer mudding, exactly. How's it treating you, Hugh? That's some ridiculous eyeshadow. So we're gonna take our time here, right? We do that down forward, see how she does. And then we do machine guns and they work. And she does a sidestep into this, catches my my backdash, which is unfortunate. Oh my gosh, I was trying to do 4-1. I suck. Go for this. Sidestep into something again. But it was, this time it was a high. That hits grounded, I'm sorry. I'm sorry! You bought a 50-90 with it, holy crap. Good stuff, how much was that? I don't even want to know. Nice, sidestep. Oh, it caught me. I cannot step. trying to catch these side steps by realigning with a 3+4. It's not really working. Whoa! Nice. Heck yeah, Mello. That's awesome. We can still do these lows. They were blocking. Team block. Okay. Whoa! Good block again. Nice. One of the things that I'm learning to do is just like let my moves rip and chill for a bit, right? Just let my moves go and do nothing. Wait, that move is punishable? Ooh, that's not good. I was gonna say, like, my wife lets me spend that type of money. You know what my wife says? My wife says, you better let me buy something that expensive. My wife goes, if we're doing that, I'm either getting something like that, I'm getting a gaming PC, or we're going to Coach, you know, or we're going to Louis. A mark of chaos? That's so sick. That is not how you... Oh my god, I do not know how to do the instant full crouch out of that situation. We're just kind of doing our thing here. Go for this throw. The throw didn't work. Nice. Nice. Mecha. Millennials are all nerds. Alright, I'm gonna go for the con setup here. Because if they fall for it, they do not. Oh, nice. Oh, man. Ducked. Stay on the ground. No! Okay. I need to stop doing down 3+4 too. I keep getting this feeling, but I should just soccer kick. Take my loss in soccer kick. Uh-oh. Okay. Exactly. Good, Sabaki. I've done a lot of jabs at the beginning of the round. Oh, we got him. Uh-oh. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Oh. Nice. Now, Asuka's really good in this patch, from what I'm hearing. She's got some really messed up stuff at the wall, but we weren't at the wall.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oops. I'm overthinking it. I just need to lock in and like do it and let my hands move. I never really watched Thomas the Tank Engine. I read it, and I had the trains growing up, some of them. interesting. Okay. Against this person, I actually really do want to... Against this character, I really do want to use this. Because it gets over a lot of his BS. That's minus 13 now. Wow! Alright, we're going full... Okay, good mid. That's okay. Thomas the Tank Engine was top tier. Do y'all remember the episode where I think it was Henry? He's the one who's like super narcissistic with being green or something, or before he was green, I think. And so what they did was they locked him into a tunnel. They locked him into a tunnel and bricked it up, and then he was gone for like a whole like a whole arc or something. This person mashing his heart out. Yeah, he was bricked up, man. Hell, man, they did that. They're minus 14 there anyway. Oh, man, I'm dead. Oh, that's a great meme, yeah. But yeah, they locked up Henry. I think it was Henry. They locked up Henry forever. And then he came back out. They let him back out. Okay. Notice all these, like, what do you call it? Panic moves coming up. That's a one break and I'm breaking two. That's why that's happening so much. Okay. Okay, nice. Postman Pat. What the heck is Postman Pat? Is he the new conductor? Oh, I have no idea. I gotta sit back a little bit. I just hit the desk. I can't do that anymore. Okay. Ah! I just keep getting hit by it. I can't option select it with Jet Upper. I keep getting hit. Oh, that's a mid. Okay. He actually hasn't shown us the high yet of that string. That's a one break, and I'm breaking it wrong. Nice. Oh, that's sick. I'm gonna still die. Hit me with the power crush. Hit me with the power crush. Oh, that's an unblockable from there? I'm dead. Oh my gosh. That's minus 13. Mr. Rogers was huge in the States. Oh, my Jet Upper! Nice. Good stuff. A lot of slow reactions to things. Like, I was trying to do my Jet Upper in response to that there, and I got, like, a missed input because I was not ready to do it. So, I do think I need to work on my Raven Punishment, but we will get there. We're still working. I feel like we should work on the things that are like sort of a little more straightforward, like this one. PC, I don't know. Need to do 4-4-1. 4-4-1. thought his Power Crush was minus 14, but his clones are minus 13. Is the gold one minus now? Big Bird cried at Jim's funeral? What the heck?
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, I know the blue clones went from minus 14 to minus 13 or something like that, but the gold ones I don't know. Oops, that's okay. Give some distance. It is Leroy. Yay, the correct combo. Oh wow, from that distance, bro. Good stuff.
Round 2. Fight.
They ducked after that down 4-2. Ooh, we got there. Look at these down jabs. I don't know why.
Round 3. Fight.
Hey, this person is trying to fight back a lot. I should get okay with doing single hits here. And then looking for this. Okay. Nice.
Round 4. Fight.
This person is mashing, and I am falling for it. Gotta take my frames a little more honestly then. Oh, I was supposed to Power Crush, but I did the wrong thing. Dang. A lot of lows. Big yikes. But I think we learned something here. Big yikes, but we learned, I think, quite a bit about their mentality. There's a lot of lows. It's a lot of just looping the lows, so we'll just look for those low parries now. Sidestepped and I got tracked. I am expecting a lot more, like, fighting back from them. So because of that, I'm choosing to use more frame traps and stuff. But I need to get the rhythm of it. See how it goes low into low, but it's a low mid string. And then the next string will start with a low. That's the idea. Well, I went for it there, but the lows did not come out. So I'm wrong. That's okay. But we can do that, right? Yep, remember the down forward once, exactly. We need to keep doing that pressure. Alright, they're looking for these jabs with that, okay. Oh my gosh. It's now low mid, low mid. So I guess I need to look for that. I'm gonna block here. Frames don't mean anything to Leroy. Oh, there's 2 hits. I cannot guess right. Yeah, they whiff parry into parry. I can't guess right, and my whiff punishes are getting parried, which is okay. It's okay. We need to lab Leroy more, just to kind of know when we can do things, but because there's a lot of reversal stuff that he does, and he's quite good.
Get ready for the next battle.
What I mean, he's like the character's quite good. Bro, I was not ready to play Fakumram in this game, and he looks pretty cool. Fakumram, the guard break at the wall. Whew. Very cool. Very, very cool. What do you think of him, Hugh? He was very... The part that I was laughing about at Combo Breaker was I was like, bro, he's got a story now? He went from being Frankenstein to having a family? Nice, down for 2. So see how they're trying to play keep out? Immediately we can tell that from this first game. So we're going to try and kind of deal with that. See how like there's a lot of these down 4 trees coming in? Oops. Man, spaghetti. Nice. Right. But there's so many of these down 4-2s coming out. Why did I do that? I meant to do down 4-2-1. It's not gonna kill. Oops. We're not gonna completely timer scam him. That was pretty sick. Nice. They're still playing that defensive stance, right? Okay, nice. Oh, no! Wrong hell sweep. Wrong hell sweep. Oh, nice. Because they are choosing to use down 4-2 as their keep out, I don't want to use too many down back 3s because of the like range issues we're dealing with. Well, not the range, the fact that it's a mid. Nice. They don't need to increase round timers, Mela. I think that games can be over in like 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. Perfectly reasonable, I think. I don't know what I was doing there. Ah, nice jet upper. Nice. Notice how I'm just kind of like non-committal poking him out? Nice. Get him to panic, right? The jumping techs are terrible. But no, Mello, I think it's okay. Oh, they didn't like our play. They didn't like how I played with them. Oh, man. First time Yaksa? Is it really? Wait, it's Kishin. Oops. Oh, I see what you're saying. I didn't block that one. Gotcha. Yeah, I forgot that they called it Yakuza. So we're playing Heihachi here. I don't know, Moyashi. Like, I don't think Bryan's become a problem yet. He is good. So all the Bryan players are playing him again. But he's not so easy to just pick up and be awesome with. So I could see them, like, leaving him, to be honest.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Good side steps. Doing our own thing here. Alright, you see this Heihachi, the way that they're kind of moving around us? This is a good time to be considering these down forward ones and seeing how well we can do in this situation. Nice. I did not survive the pressure. Whoa! How is their punishment so good? That's crazy. That was a good call out. Oh, that's minus 14. Nice stuff. Okay. Does this work? No. Alright. Exactly. If Arslan picks up the character, you should be worried. What is with this crunch at the very beginning? Look at this! Whoops! That causes crouch. Just do this. Oh, it actually worked. Okay. Nice. More down for one, see? It's very uncommittal. I see your message, Max Defense. I will respond to it. Yo, this guy's crazy. They did that into an electric because they knew that I didn't know the punish. Good punish. Nice low berry. Does this work? Oh my god! Holy shit! No, he's not dead. Wow, we got him. To answer your question, what is the go-to block when you do go for blocks? What's your game plan? The game plan is when you're blocking is you're trying to see what they're gonna do and either get them to be minus so that you can take your turn. So like they do a move, you block it, and then you take your turn and do a move. Or if you know it's punishable, take your free damage, right? Okay. That's the main idea, but like getting comfortable, honestly with Bryan, I think some of it is just getting comfortable with blocking and then finding your window to like do something like 3+4, forward 3, something that gives you a big counter hit, right? And then get a big combo. Wow, he can't break throws! But notice how, like, with this methodical play, I don't actually look for the counter hits anymore. That's not my goal. Nice. Ooh, that's a throw. I'm just gonna do this, get my heat going. Good stuff. And just kind of getting used to watching people, like, play, right? Whoops. Ooh, what? I was surprised about that. That was, I guess he doesn't do the counter if they're in the air, but I thought he does. Nice. Okay, good job. Good punish. Whoa! Oh, that hit. Nice! But yeah, like, getting used to using your character. Getting used to using your character, watching your opponents attack you, and getting used to using, like, bigger moves, like, honestly, 3+4, back 1, forward 3, that'll get you a better feel for how the game works. And then you'll be able to use that to, like, oh, nice. And then you'll be able to use that to, like, figure out how do you, like, take your turn back, and how do you, you know, how do you take your turn back? How do you, you know, start getting momentum and defending against whatever, like, flailing your opponent is doing against you, right? That's what I would do. In addition, you can, like, you know, for every character, find one move where it told you could have gotten jet upper and getting used to using the jet upper there. Get him to the wall here. I'm just gonna do this and back up. Oh, I pressed still. Ah! Alright, low parry, dang it. The electric. Good electric. This person's quite good. Okay. My shimmy was wrong. We're learning how to shimmy against electrics, and I think that's just something that's going to take time. Oh, wow, okay. Nice. Notice how they just kind of like sat there and waited, and then they got that counter hit. It's kind of like that feeling that you're trying to get, right? See them pump that low parry? Alright. Okay. Nice. Play Heihachi, Hugh. Oh! Nice. I was so dead. I was so dead. Good games for them. Those were pretty intense.
Get ready for the next battle.
But yeah, like the problem or the difficulty with learning Tekken is how many characters there are, right? I'll start by saying that. That is like the difficulty. So getting just a feeling of like watching a character do stuff and then figuring out like, oh, in this situation I'm just gonna mash forward 3 or I'm gonna mash 1, 2, 4, and you're just like, oh, I think they're done, right? And then getting used to seeing like what does a plus move typically look like, and the character's guard gets blown back or something, and then you can start working in your own like I'm gonna call it like flows and stuff. That's the launch, right? Power pressure's fine there. Oh, wow! Good stuff. Nice. I tried to sidestep. I was wrong. We're kind of biding our time against this person because they're attacking so much. I think one of the things that I'm reminding myself to do is to just slow down when I'm playing these matchups. Okay. See, I jabbed her and I died. I imagine so, but the point is, like, you have to slow down. Whoa, what? I'll just go for this. Nice. Okay, that's fine. This is gonna happen sometimes in this game, right? Guard breaks, and they will happen, and we're getting information from it. Because they don't have to finish it. Alright, specifically in that situation, they get scared. That is a long heat smash. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. Dang it! I'm dead. There is a lot of visual clutter. You have to, like, just kind of look. Also, after that green thing, they like to do the power crush. For lack of a better description. Oops. Pretty sure that's launch. Oh, nice. Good backdash or sidestep, or I guess they sidestep. So they're doing a lot of sidesteps here. Watching a movie. This is a long rage art. Not much damage. had a feeling they would sidestep or duck. Yeah, that is a long range art. There we go. All right, they got Bryan. Yeah, Final Fantasy summons just as long. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's fine. To be honest, I think it's fair. Wake up. Is that safe? Okay. Woo! Power crush into the power crush. Unfortunate. Ooh, I went for a orbital there, and it's okay. Hit me with the green. You know you want to. Let's go for this. Nice. Nice. All right. They've been going for it a lot, haven't they? He's like, this is not possible. Ooh, that's good too. Ugly, but we got it. Ugly, but we got it. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Bryan is quite good against minus 14's power crushes. I'm surprised he stopped that. Or is that just how that move works? Oh no! Okay, so he doesn't finish it. It's one of those. It's like Demo Man. I thought it was a hell sweep. I was waiting for the second hit. Welcome to Snips to the stream. Snip Snaps Poker. Yep, it's definitely nice. Oh, look at that. Snake edge. Not snake edge, snake dash. These alley kicks are hard to react to, but you can. You fools. I like that name. Alright. Because it's Lee, he's actually got better keep out than us. It's a really weird matchup because of that. See how I tried to come in? So it's probably easier if we're really close to him, is my guess. And trying to like control his movements from our space. But it is quite tricky. Because I want to be in these ranges. Oh my gosh! What the heck? This is not going to deal that much damage. It's going to give him the life lead. Barely. Or maybe not, yeah. Okay. That was a lot of damage. Yeah, gray life removal is actually pretty smart. That's a good point. Good to see you got dude sword. Alright. But see how, like, kind of hard it is to hit Lee in these situations for Bryan? Wait, he clipped me? No! Ha!
Round 3. Fight.
That doesn't work, see? It goes under the quarter circle back 1, that's why. I think it was a mistake. It has to have been a mistake. Okay. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah. Whoa, your range. Using Requiem will be really important here. Nice. But yeah, that's such a good keep out move compared to us, so we have to like be really careful coming in on this guy. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, that's just his key charge animation. They played pretty well. They're basically doing the keep out stance and forcing us to play the offense. And the thing is that Lee actually has like pretty good offense from that range as well if he chooses to. Which is why I want to just like play in this space. Good stuff. Notice that they're interrupting after each of our moves. So we need to answer that, basically. The way I'm thinking we'll answer it is honestly, like, don't get greedy with our turns, but also see if we can't, like, step or do something tighter. But, like, see how if we're closer to him, our stuff doesn't whiff as easily, right? And that's kind of the goal here. Jab into 4-3 is working great. Why? Oh, nice. See that? See how hard it is to, like, get this, distance right? Nice step. I think that's happened twice. I think that's happened twice. If they go to that specific direction, we can probably, if we really want to hard call it out, jet upper maybe. Like that. It's extra good there. Okay. The back three missed. Oh no! Thank you. We'll see if they continue to step that way. Their interface, it's okay. I didn't break it. I didn't break it! Ah! Oh, he went for that. Okay. I thought he was going for a low. Nice stuff. Good games to them. We put up a fight, but did not quite get there. I think,
Get ready for the next.
but like, I think that the way that we've been playing gave us more of a chance there than we would have normally. Trying to like, yeah, sure, go for it, Kenzo. But yeah, it's coming in on the keep out is the hard part for me, and figuring out how to do it in a way that's clean. A lot of plus into sidestep right duck. I mean, that makes sense. I've heard sidestep right duck is like basically the best way to deal with Hitman stance. This person's gaming. Okay. But that makes sense. What? Okay, sure. Gotcha. That's a good idea. I'll try and play around with that. Good step. Do it again. Okay. Okay, I did not duck it in time. Good, float. Sure. I'll do mine. Okay. I had a feeling it was. That's what we were all assuming. Good games, by the way. Notice that they're stepping a lot in this range. Whoa! Okay. Oh man, but we are like poking our mind out here because this person knows the matchup, right? They are a Bryan player and they are respecting the things they're supposed to respect. Oh, that's cool. Okay. More hatches is fine. Okay. Nice. Sure. Notice how they're just like hatchet, hatchet, hatchet because we're not really putting up resistance to it, which is, I think, correct, to be honest. I went for 4-3. It's okay. Good duck. It was a yellow custom. I can respect it. The match, Waleed, how's the match making? I'm finding games. Oops. Oops. Good punish, though. Okay. What? Okay, nice. I went for a mod kick there. A bit silly of me. I was thinking of doing it before I blocked it. Nice duck. I think he's the mask, for sure. Nice. Break the lava, that makes sense. Okay. Whoa, nice! Ha! Went under our jab. Nice. Dang, Wally, what region are you in? Nice. Okay. I'm gonna come in and block. Just kidding, I lied. Got him. Cool. Middle East? Okay. That might be the issue. I don't know. Like, I've heard matchmaking's not great there, but I could be wrong.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, Bryan's tend to love Hatchet and his big moves. It's all about, like, piss him off long enough to mash into one of your frame traps, basically. Which is a way to play, but the problem is that there is risk associated when people start stepping things. That's the main thing. It's the risk associated with steps. Is this Asuka? But a Harley Quinn cosplay from some idea? Let's use more down forward once. It's okay if just one works. Oops. Still going for it. Okay. That's okay. We won't overthink it, right? Okay. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna pop heat here. Kind of expecting a panic there. Nice step though. Good mid. Not the right punish, but it is a punish. Nice. Notice I'm okay to just like end my offense at some point. See if they'll do something. Okay, good stuff. Probably could have done an E, but, you know, they haven't shown us anything yet. I wonder if I can... Oh my gosh. I was going to say, I wonder if I can while standing 3 that setup. I don't think I have time for it. Yeah. Okay. We're learning some things of how they play, though. They have like a runaway and C type of stance with stuff, and then at some point they turn the switch on and they go crazy. Like I've had enough. Okay. Good steps, though. Notice how they're stepping so much to the right there? Oh, wow, good low. Good read. Nice. Sure. They are pressing here, so we'll get them with this. Cool. I mean, that's basically how a lot of players play. Because it's like the panic setting in, right? Oops. Okay. Definitely had some issues with that. I'm just gonna block here, even if they go for the low. Okay, just kidding. I pianoed that break. That's okay. There's like... Oh my gosh, there's a lot of disrespect coming on. Like around here, yeah. So that's fine. Honestly, like it works, right? But this is... If I was a better player, I would catch on to it and not lose that game. But we at least got that information that this is sort of like the back and forth of this situation, right? Like they're gonna go crazy when they're low on life, but they're not gonna. But they're gonna try and play solid until then, right? Okay. Good step. We can take our time here. Oh, wow, I went for... Dang. Beat us out. I went for heat. I was going to pop heat there. Well, I did. There's the Tsubakis. They're finally here. Okay. Good stuff. I went for a duck. Or rather, a low parry. Good steps again. Notice how they're stepping to the right very consistently. This is why we need these machine guns. Like, I'm getting rattled, right? As a player, I'm getting rattled, and I need to remember that these machine guns will help me. Okay. 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 She also doesn't respect down 4-2, and I am not letting it rip at all, and I'm dying for it. And I did not respond to that correctly pretty much the entire game. And that, I think, if anything, that is why we deserved to lose that one, because we didn't deal with the Oki setup correctly. I kept thinking like, oh, I'll do a wall standing 3, but it doesn't, I don't think it works. So, oh well. We have to stay on the ground there. All right.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, we have a Law. We should know how to play against Law. Law I'm okay with playing from a distance, but when you see him do certain moves that lead into DSS, the things that I've practiced is to sidestep. It's a sidestep right after certain DSS options, right? It's not going to work every time. Nice stuff. Okay. Good step. Go for this. Nice. But they're sitting here like flash ducking and stuff, and these machine guns will help in that sense. And notice how we now kind of change the rhythm up a little bit, and that's where that counter hit comes from. Well. Okay. They play very low buttons for a Law. Okay. That is a move that's super plus. Did not get the step in time. That time we did. Oh my god, no! I need to punch that. That's 4-4-1. Like this. Backflip, up forward 3 was the most Law thing you've seen. Yeah, for sure. But like, we're just getting comfortable running our game in those situations, basically. That's 4-4-1. Remember, in practice, just do the right thing, even if it's slow. We try this one? Maybe they don't want to play with us. Oops. As far as my Law matchup, while standing 2 or 1, whichever one it is still definitely the shakiest punish I have in that matchup. Alright, let's give him some space. I don't like playing up close with wrong. I don't think anyone does. Alright, they're just pressing. Or something. Go for this. Okay. Okay. It's okay. That's alright. We already kind of learned a lot while putting up a fight. For example, we can do that. Alright. So we got some information there. Do I jab again? I'll try it. Oops. Okay, good stuff. So you'll notice that they're kind of looping everything, right? We just have to sit here and take it. We have to take it. And then find our window to... Okay. Notice how they start... As soon as they start going for these staggered pressures, I start mashing on them, right? And this keeps working, so I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to go for this, though. Oh, wow, they tech rolled that one time. Wrong combos here. It's okay. But you see how we just start like, okay, now I'm going to fight back. Now I'm going to fight back. Because we got enough information from that to be able to like, interrupt. This is going to be the last one, by the way. This last set. Do I jab again? Okay. Okay. Alright. They press so much. They press so much. Honestly, this is where we... Watch this, watch this. Oh, he's just pressing. He's just blocking. Congrats. Not what I meant to do, but we'll take it. Good stuff. Okay. Okay, fair enough. There you go. Okay. Okay. Okay, fair enough. How's it going, Dr. Pupper? Okay, nice stuff. I feel like we're bullying. We are getting fought. They are fighting back well, though. Oh, you're in Paris? That's awesome. What are you in Paris for? Nice stuff. Is Evo in Paris right now? They're still just doing the original stuff. Oh my god, are you serious? Oh, nice stuff. I'm more surprised. Nice. Oh man. That's what I get for getting lazy at the end there. But I need to get better at these. My quarter circles have gotten so bad that we're getting a lot of like 4 1+2s now. Yeah. They're going crazy, so we can just like kind of make it easier. Okay, sure. Okay. They are pressing, like I said before. We'll just keep remembering that. Okay. Okay. How's it going, Mustafa? You got the very end. But yeah, they're just pressing. Alright. Good games to them. They're kind of interesting, I guess. But hey. This is sort of where, like... we're back to the same problem or the same situation that we've done before. Which is like, hey, GG's, man. Where it's like, you need to figure out, like, what state are you playing in? What state are you playing in? Like, how slow is your opponent playing versus how fast is your opponent playing? And thank you for the follow, Blaziken. Wrong's in the chat, by the way, y'all. The machine guns are really good when you're playing someone that's going for the movements and stuff like that. But you also have to be able to identify when you're not about movement, you're about frames, right? You're playing the frame game. Like, I'm going to be +8, I'm going to be going for these frame traps and doing the mix there, versus I'm dealing with movement, so I'm looking for down forward ones. And down forward 1 can cover both, but I think to some degree, like, you need to be able to kind of like switch to Tekken 8 and say, alright, my opponent's reward in this situation is so much higher than mine that I need to switch to a move. Like, I feel confident that I can play this style. I need to switch to moves that will give me the same levels of reward so that I don't fall behind in... I'm not going to call it a coin flip game, but the point being that, like, let's say we both guess right 50% of the time, I'm going to lose now because my opponent is using bigger reward stuff, right? So being able to, like, switch there. But I do think, that being said, the down forward ones today have been really impactful for me in just, like, setting up those situations. I feel like I can use it to control the space. I can use it to feel out my opponent. You get a lot more information now than I realized in the past. It's like, we will do down forward ones, and you can see people backdashing into a punch parry, into a move, into a this, or they just sit there and take the whole thing, you know? And it really gives you an idea of, like, what type of player are they, just from the little interactions with it, not to mention the fact that you can really start, like, getting deep into those mind games as well, of what you're going to do with those machine gun punches. So, I'm pretty happy about it, to be honest. Like, this was a pretty cool session. I think we learned way more than I was expecting to be honest. I kind of came into it with the mindset of, like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. But I'm really happy that it did. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do our YouTube sign-off. If you're coming from YouTube, be sure and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us grow. We really love seeing new people show up. And if you ever want to watch it live, it's going to be at twitch.tv/VonTiban. That's VONTIBAN. We stream Tekken, Bryan, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Saturdays and Sundays Central Time. Saturdays and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time. Come check us out there. First hour is dedicated to, like, either labbing or, like, some kind of, you know, practice or something like that. And then the last 2 hours are going to be, you know, playing ranked, trying to work on our neutral and applying concepts of the game in a way that will get us better at doing it quickly in a stressful situation. With that being said, there's also a description in the description down below in YouTube, as well as a link to our Discord if you'd like to join our community of players trying to get better at the game together. And with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this video, you've enjoyed this stream, y'all, and that you've been convinced to try some more down forward 1 in your neutral. That being said, thank you so much. Y'all have a safe time out there. Take care playing Bryan, whoever you're playing. Hang in there with Season 2. I think hopefully it's on the way to a better place, but also, like, I think there's plenty of opportunities to try and, like, hone yourself and get better at the game, despite the criticisms that are floating around it. So, that being said, bye for now.